Hi, I'm Mrs. Samick. I'm your media specialist, and I'm here today to give you some tips and tricks on how to get started on your research project. So I will show you some databases to use, give you some ideas for searching the internet, and hopefully get you off on the right foot. For this project, we're going to start right on the Media Center homepage, which you might even have bookmarked as an icon on the home screen of your iPad. Go to Resources by Subject and down to English 10 Final Research Project. In the first box on the left, you'll see a summary of your assignment, the texts, and the questions relating to them, things you've studied this year in English. The next box down is a list of links to databases that I think will be the most helpful for you in this project. We're going to start with SIRS Issues Researcher Database. I think it's probably the best one for finding different sides to social issues. So simply click on it and it will take you to the SIRS Issues Researcher webpage. There are a couple of different ways to search in SIRS Issues Researcher. One way is to use the search box, type in your topic, and search as you normally would. But one of the great features about this database is that it does some organizing for you. So if you click on View All Issues over on the right, it takes you to a list of A to Z social issues. And the nice thing about the way this is organized is it will lay out both sides of the issue for you. So you can simply scroll to your topic or jump to it alphabetically. Or another really nice feature of this database is this menu on the left-hand side that categorizes different issues. So if I click on Civil Rights and Liberties, you can see I am limiting my categories, and I can go to, let's say, women's rights. What it brings me to is a page organized around a topic relating to women's rights. In this case, it has to do with the gender wage gap. If I scroll down a little bit, I can see that not only do I get an overview of the topic, but I also get articles supporting two separate viewpoints on this topic. Women still suffer from wage discrimination, or the gender wage gap is an economic myth. I can click and read any of those articles, or I can continue to scroll down and read a variety of articles relating to the topic below. The other thing I want to point out is this See Also box. Sometimes it's good to have other words to use when searching for your topic. And so these are all clickable links to other topics relating to the topic of wage discrimination, equal rights for women, that sort of thing. Remember that in SIRS you can also use the search box to look for articles. And you'll still get a list of articles, they just won't be laid out the same way with the two sides to the issue. You'll want to check out some of the other databases on our website as well. Explora Teens and Student Edition are two databases that pull information from a variety of magazines, journals, encyclopedias, reference material, things that have been published other places, so you have a pretty good idea that they are coming from reliable sources. Simply enter your search terms and take a peek at your results. Now there's some things you can do to narrow down your results to make sure that they are the most helpful that they can be. Over on the left-hand side, you'll see that we have limited ours to full text, which is great because then we can read the whole article. I can also narrow down the date it was published. Your teachers are asking you to use more recent articles and will give you specific date ranges. Simply slide the slider or enter in your dates, and it updates your results there as well. You can see the different types of sources that you have, magazines, newspapers, encyclopedias, etc. And you'll also notice that some of them are video links on here. Again, I can click on the article, read the article here, and cite the source by simply clicking on the link and scrolling down to MLA copy paste, and I have my source citation there as well. Student edition works very similarly, and you can limit your results in the same way. If you don't find what you're looking for in Explora and Student Edition, know that all EBSCO and all Gale are bigger versions of those databases. So you'll get a lot more results, which can be helpful or it can be overwhelming. That's why I point out Explora Teens and Student Edition first. The final database that I want to mention to you is Newsstand Complete. This searches just newspapers. So if your topic is something that happened in a specific town at a specific time, you can certainly narrow down your search either by publication or your topic to find how that was reported at that time in that city. You can see that my topic gives me a lot of results. But again, I can use the limiters on the left-hand side to narrow down my results and make them more helpful. There are ways to search for a specific publication. So again, if you know that something happened in a city, you know the name of their local newspaper, you can search just within that newspaper. So that could be very, very helpful to you as well. One of the requirements for this particular project is that you use primary sources. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with that terminology from your social studies classes. When you think of primary sources from your social studies classes, you probably think of things like old pictures, ancient documents, very old newspaper articles, and maybe even letters or diaries, that sort of thing. So if we are looking for how people record their thoughts and ideas now and looking for primary source documents on current issues, we might have to look a little differently. Chances are you're not going to be able to go to somebody's house and look in their diary. But where do people record their thoughts and emotions now? Where do we keep our diaries? Where do we express our opinions and ideas? Where do we talk about things that have happened to us? When you're searching for primary sources out on the internet, there are a few things you can do to make that a little bit more successful. Add some very specific keywords to your topic, and you can find interviews online, you can find transcripts of those interviews, blogs where people have written about their experiences, speeches that people have given. If you combine those keywords with your topic, you'll get more specific results than you would just searching for your topic. Another trick you can use with Google is to put words in quotation marks. Those quotation marks tell Google, I want those words in that order on the page. It's great for searching for people's names if you find some particular person associated with your topic, and it's also good for finding primary sources. Phrases like "it happened to me" or "my story" in quotation marks will tell Google to look for that phrase along with your topic. So combine keywords as you're searching online. Another thing to keep your eyes open for is hashtags and social media accounts associated with your topic. There's a Twitter handle @everydaysexism where people tweet about instances of sexism in their everyday life. There's a hashtag #CoverTheAthlete that refers to media coverage of female athletes. Look for Facebook pages about organizations relating to your topic. These are a great way to keep up with breaking news and latest stories on your topic. Finally, don't forget to cite your sources. If you use the database, you can usually find the citation already done for you. But if you need help creating your own, go ahead and use EasyBib or visit the Purdue Writing Lab and use the examples there. I hope you find these tips and tricks helpful, and know that if you need any additional help, you can come see me in the Media Center or look for my email address on the website.